post-Tyson Fury press conference where the cat had Deontay's tongue, he finally mustered up some confidence in a secret location far, far away from Tyson Fury. He had a long sit-down with Really Setback and barbershop conversations where he launched a scathing attack on his fellow heavyweights. Dillian Whyte, for one, felt the wrath of Deontay's tongue. Deontay let Dillian have it. Let's check it out.
Just like the Dillian Whyte said, I don't even want to bring him up, but he fits the description of what we talking about. It's just like him. He do all this talking, but time you see him, you don't even forget see him. If he sees you, a mouse in the room. When he came, he did all that talking, but when he came over here, they knew I was in the room. I did not know. Chris did not even let me know. I kind of got on him. I'm like, man, why you ain't let me know that was up in here? He's like, man, I ain't want nothing to tell. I'm like, bro, because he know when I say something, he know. Yeah.
Out of both boxers, if you want to talk about extracurricular squabbles, out the ring fights and stuff, who's really known for dishing out some smoke? Is it Wilder or Dillian? Who would know Wilder to really have some physical altercation with, apart from who, Billy Joe Saunders? Who, Billy Joe? That's what, Billy Joe and what, Tony Bellew, where Tony Bellew met Wilder and he didn't want no smoke. What is that? It? Who else? All right. Let's get serious here. Let's talk some heavyweights. The only one off the top of my head I can really think of that Wilder had some smoke with was Dominic Brazil. They attacked Brazil when Brazil was with his wife and kids. The guy was alone with his wife and kids, and Wilder, Marcellus, and a couple others allegedly jumped him. So that don't count. You jumped a man and you're talking about, nah, that don't count. Jumping a man don't count. Always been verbals. I've never really seen Wilder get into some physical altercation out of the ring. It's usually just verbals. They can do the little push and shove like he had with Fury and a few others, but usually it's just verbals. Like the second Stavern fight, the lead up, the press conferences. Those were tasty, but again, verbals. Dillian, on the other hand, class, he bottled or whatever Chisora live on Sky Sports. When does Wilder bottle the guy on Sky Sports or on Fox or Showtime? We ain't seen that. We ain't seen it. We ain't seen that, so you can't talk about it. Listen, Dillian, what else? What other altercation has Dillian been in? Off the top of my head, let me think. There was that one time when Brian Jennings was talking crazy online. I think it was, no. He wasn't talking crazy online. He was talking crazy about Dillian during a fight week. I can't remember exactly what fight week it was, but this was a while ago, maybe 2018 or so. But Brian was in town in London, talking crazy about Dillian, and then Dillian turned up like the next day or the same day or something. Brian was visibly shaking. You could see him, he was scared. I'm gonna try to get up some footage of the IFL interview Jennings did while Dillian was in the vicinity. He did not look comfortable at all.
So it's all about tomorrow night here in England, Hay versus Bellew.
Yeah, what? I mean, I said what I said yesterday. You know, I'm on point right now. So, you know what I'm saying, I ain't. I'm saying if I am my homies right there looking over my shoulder and looking at your eye contact, looking at your eyes wrong.
Oh, I'm just like Dillian's right here now.
And your facial expression.
Yeah.
You know, so. But you know, it is what it is.
He's having pictures with the fans. You've had pictures with the fans today as well.
Yeah. So he took his shirt off and all.
So what Wilder is saying, it does not make much sense. It does not make sense. I'm sure Dillian probably had words with Brian off cameras. This was a while ago, so the story is a bit fuzzy in my memory, but I'm sure Dillian probably had words with Brian off cameras and they had an understanding. Dillian pulled up. He didn't have a fight. He wasn't fighting. He pulled up specifically to press Brian Jennings, and he G-checked him, and Brian looked like he was about to piss himself. So yeah, the history is there, the background is there. So for Wilder to be saying all of this in this interview is just gas. Like I said, the only time I remember Wilder doing anything of that sort was the Brazil situation, and that was he had the upper hand there. He could. What was Brazil gonna do? Was his wife gonna back him? Was his kids gonna back Brazil against Marcellus and whoever else Wilder had with him? Brazil said Marcellus punched him in the back of his head. That's what Brazil said, not Deontay. He said Marcellus punched him in the back of his head. Obviously Deontay did stuff as well, but I'm just, highlighting the fact that Marcellus Wilder actually was involved in the attack. So this isn't no Deontay's some big bad wolf situation. This is a jumping. They jumped a man with his family, allegedly. Pathetic. Anyways, Deontay only speaks to these people, his cults, in this manner. He doesn't bring this out of that little cult. He doesn't speak like this out of that cult, the times we've seen him in the UK, he's been extremely respectful. If anything, he's been disrespected. They poured pints all over the boy when he came over here in Ireland. So why did he not slap one of those boys who ever poured pints on him? He should have slapped somebody. For me, he was restrained a bit too easily for that level of disrespect, From the same guy speaking in this clip about Dillian Whyte, that same guy would have jumped in the crowd and grabbed whoever poured the pints on him, but he's not built like that. This is just for show. This is for the L. And he's still trying as hard as he can to act like Dillian Whyte is some sort of peasant. Dillian Whyte is fighting nobody. And it's quite clear to anybody that has half a brain that Dillian Whyte has a way better CV than Deontay Wilder, a way better resume than Wilder does. So it's pathetic. His best win, Wilder's best win on his CV is a draw with Tyson Fury. The Povetkin win alone cancels out that Luis Ortiz crap on Wilder's CV, so let's not even go there. Besides that, what else has Wilder got? Chisora, Rivas, Robert Helenius, they're all currently ranked higher than anybody else you can find on Wilder's record besides Fury and Ortiz, and that is pathetic. And Deontay Wilder was supposed to be the WBC heavyweight champion of the world, and Dillian was the silver champion. Then later on he became the interim champion, but that's neither here nor there. Wilder shouldn't even have the nerve to talk about Dillian Whyte. He shouldn't be allowed. He should not be allowed to speak on him. It's just disrespectful to the sport that someone of that caliber can speak ill of Dillian Whyte. Someone putting in as much work as he is. It's quite sad. It's very sad. Anyways, that's usual. Thoughts in the comment section. Drop a like. Give me that like as always. Subscribe if you're new around here. Have the notification bell on as well, so you know exactly what's going on over here. Twitter !UK. I'm out.